Let me address some 2-3 things before I go to what I want to share on today. First of all, there is this funny question that sometimes people ask. They say that, is it possible to be successful without having money? Some people ask that way. And most of the times it's people that have been frustrated on the money lane. So they say, you can be successful without money. Let me tell you something. I agree with you. One can be successful without money. Because money is not really what defines success. You can be successful without money. But I'll tell you something. Chances are very high. Not only very high, but the chance is 100% that your impact is likely going to be very small, very insignificant, and very short term. Ecclesiastes chapter number 9, verse 14. Without money, whatever you are doing is going to be for a short term. Without money, whatever you are doing is going to have a very insignificant impact. Money is a great amplifier. I'll share on it. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter number 9 verse 14, it says, there was a little city and few men within it, and there came a great king against it and besieged that city and built great bulwarks against it. Verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man. That means the Bible also recognizes that there are some people that are poor but wise. To be wise doesn't mean you'll be rich. You can be poor, but what? Wise. Okay? So let's see where your poverty will take you to. Your poverty with your wisdom. You that wise man in poverty. Let's see where it will take you to. Because this is what I tell you. I'll come to it. This is what I'll tell you. This ministry has got a lot of impact. Not only because of what we preach, but we are able to magnify what we are saying. So we are here preaching in Malawi. How many people are hearing us? I'm here speaking in Plata. How many people are hearing us in different parts of the country? It's money. It's not only wise words. Wise words with money. These wise words will reach many people. Are you listening? I'll tell you, without money. Okay, let's read it. The Bible says, now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. What a testimony. Great results. By his wisdom delivered the people. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. No one remembered him. That's how the poor are easily forgotten. Actually, the idea of a poor person, no one hears it until it's taken by a rich man. Once a rich man says it, everyone says, oh yes, there's a point there. Next verse. It says, then said I, says this is the conclusion of the rich man Solomon, the king Solomon. He says, then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Let's put it in the NLT. Verse 15 and then verse 16. Put it in the NLT. Verse 15 says, a poor wise man knew how to save the town, and so it was rescued. But afterward, no one thought to thank him. They didn't even thank him at all. As a poor man, you do things for free. Verse 16. So, even though wisdom is better than strength, those who are wise will be despised if they are poor. Those who are wise, you may be a wise Christian. He says, those who are wise will be despised if they are poor. What they say will not be appreciated for long. That means whatever your impact is going to be what? For a very short time. So those that say, money doesn't matter. No, money matters, I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, money is an amplifier. Money amplifies your thoughts, amplifies your actions, amplifies your ambitions, amplifies your words. Money is an amplifier. Do you know that what many people like to say, this guy has now changed because of money. Money has changed his character. No, money doesn't really change character. Money expresses and amplifies one's character. If your character was good, money will amplify it. You will be a generous person, helping many people. If your character was evil, money will also amplify it. You know that the many people after college, university, we say no, because they are receiving money, they have stopped praying, they have now started women and all of this. No, most of them, they had it already. But without money, it is crippled. Until after money comes and it takes full expression. So money amplifies things. Money gives you an opportunity to amplify whatever it is, including, as I was saying, ministry. Money can also amplify the ministry impact, the results of the ministry. Money is not what brings impact in ministry. But whatever impact is there, money will amplify it. That's why I'm saying money is very important. Tell your neighbor, money is very important. Money is very important. And then someone said, money, I like this one. Someone says, money doesn't bring happiness. Very true, isn't it? But I'll tell you something. Money can multiply your happiness. Yeah. It won't bring it. But if it is there, money what? Amplify it. Because you end up being happy at the lake. You can also be happy in the aeroplane. You know what? Do you know that sometimes you're not happy because of the number of people calling you, asking you for money? Your landlord is chasing on you. Suddenly, they are stealing your joy. So money doesn't bring happiness, it will amplify it. Are you there? Proverbs 22 verse 7. The Bible says, the rich ruleth over the poor. Other versions that you say, the rich always rule over the poor. That's how important it is. If as Christians, we want to have impact in this country, in this world, money is important. Money is not the first thing, but money amplifies whatever good initiative you have. That's the first thing I wanted to tackle. The second thing, I want us to agree that not everyone will be financially successful. Not everyone will be rich. Let's bring it a little home. Not every Christian will be rich. Let's bring it even closer. And God forbid. Not everyone that is in this, that is listening, that is in this program, not everyone will end up rich. Lest you think it was a slip of the tongue. Not everyone will be financially successful. Not every Christian will be rich, because that's the assumption, and that assumption has never worked. Look around. See the many people, very broke. So it's not every Christian that will be rich. It just now ends up on the lips, isn't it? You know, I declare I am rich, okay. But is your bank account declaring? You know? So not every Christian will be rich. And not everyone here will be what? Rich. What makes a difference? It's not that God has set it or God has planned it that some will be rich. Or it is by fate or destiny that some will be rich, some poor. No, not at all. People will be poor, not because God wants them poor. But many people are interested in getting rich, but they are not committed to get rich. They are what? Interested to get rich, but not committed. You see, when you are interested in doing something, interest will make you do the bare minimum. Interest makes you do what is convenient. Interest makes you do, you was talking about savings. What do you do when you're just interested in getting rich? Chances are very slim that you will save. You say, hey, let me be happy today. Saving for what? I'll start later on. So you want to do that which is convenient now. People that will not end up rich, they go for what is convenient now. What is easy now. What causes me not to stretch now. You know what? Let me tell you something. To be successful, you must be committed and plan to stretch. You stretch, isn't it? Look at us and look at this ministry, what we have stretched so far. Tell neighbor, stretch. Tell the other neighbor on the other side, stretch. Yeah. So as I said, if you are interested, you will not be successful. It requires what? Commitment. Those that are interested, one thing I've noticed about them, they are very good at setting goals. I want to have I want to have. Something happens. Those that are interested end up only setting goals. They become what we can call goal setters. The committed are goal achievers. Two different things. Goal setter and goal achiever are two different things. The one that is setting goals is only interested. And you see, it doesn't matter how great your dream is. Doesn't matter how beautiful your dream is. If you won't put work to it, it will gather dust on the shelf. Are you there? Tell neighbor, be committed. Do all that it takes to prosper. And you will prosper. So what therefore makes someone to prosper? What makes someone to prosper financially, or actually in any other area, is what we call applied knowledge. Applied what? Knowledge. Applied knowledge. When we say applied knowledge, it means there are two steps. Number one is to know. And the number two is to what? Apply. So number one, you know it. Number two, you apply it. That's what we call applied knowledge. And applied knowledge is what brings success in any area. Knowledge alone will only give you great potential to succeed. When you acquire knowledge, it gives you great potential to succeed. But when you apply it, that's when you truly become successful. So another can hear, just like we have all listened to this presentation, and I was looking at you. You know, as I was presenting all of you, when he said we are 18, you immediately imagined your 18 closest friends. You say, yeah. Hey, be of the same age group. Say, yeah. Not that one, but these ones. When he said 10,000, say 10,000. Maybe you even told a few friends, 10. Then he said, no, 10 was that side. Now 100,000, you say 100. It's at 100. Knowledge is very important, isn't it? And knowledge, I'm saying, it gives what? Great, this one, mark it. Knowledge gives great potential. Knowledge gives only potential. It gives great potential to succeed. But the application of that knowledge is what makes a man to greatly succeed. In other words, if you know it and you don't apply it, you will not succeed. But of course, how can you ever apply without first knowing? So the first thing is to still what? Know. After you know, then you go and what? Apply. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when your mind is renewed, what happens to you? You are transformed, isn't it? A certain great man of God said, he said that to be informed is to be transformed. To be uninformed is to be deformed. How true. He says to be informed is to be what? Transformed. To be uninformed is to be what? Deformed. And that's what the Bible tells us. He says, Hosea 4 verse 6, he says, my people. You see, God is taking ownership of these people. He says, my people perish for lack of what? Knowledge. He says, it's my people. I haven't even denied them. They are poor, but they are still mine. And how they love me. My people perish for lack of what? Knowledge. And then the Bible says, because thou, that same verse, it says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also what? Reject thee. He says, if you reject to learn, he says, you also what? Reject thee. That should tell you something. You reject to learn, money will also reject you. You reject to learn, whatever result will also reject you. Learning is very key. Give great attention to learning. Remember what I'm saying? I'm saying it takes applied knowledge to become great. Applied what? Knowledge. But there is no application without first what? Knowing. So the search for knowledge is very key. The search for information is very key.